Former President Donald Trump faces new legal challenges. A superseding indictment has been issued against him. This indictment relates to the 2020 election interference case. Special counsel Jack Smith brought the charges. The timing is significant. Trump is actively campaigning for president in 2024. This indictment marks another chapter in the ongoing legal saga of Donald Trump. It stems from efforts to overturn the 2020 election results. The January 6th Capitol attack looms large in the background. The charges could have profound implications for Trump's political future. They also raise questions about the fragility of American democracy. The Justice Department, under Merrick Garland, appointed Jack Smith as special counsel. Smith's role is to investigate Trump's role in the January 6th attack. His investigation has been thorough and meticulous. This latest indictment is a result of that painstaking work.
The superseding indictment outlines serious charges against Trump. He faces 4 felony counts. These include conspiracy to defraud the United States. He's also charged with conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Obstruction of an official proceeding is another charge. Finally, he faces a charge of conspiracy against rights. The indictment alleges a multi-pronged effort to overturn the election. Trump pressured state officials, the indictment says. He wanted them to alter vote counts. He also tried to influence Vice President Mike Pence. The goal was to get Pence to reject electoral votes. The indictment portrays Trump as desperate to cling to power. Prosecutors are expected to present a mountain of evidence. This will include Trump's actions in the weeks leading up to January 6th. His public pronouncements about a stolen election will be key. Private communications with allies will also feature prominently. The prosecution aims to prove a coordinated effort to subvert the will of the people.
The Supreme Court recently ruled on presidential immunity. This ruling has implications for the Trump case. The court did not give presidents a free pass. However, they limited the use of certain official acts as evidence. Prosecutors have carefully tailored the indictment. They are focusing on actions outside Trump's official duties. This includes his interactions with state officials. His public pronouncements about the election are also fair game. This strategy is deliberate. By narrowing the scope, prosecutors hope to avoid immunity roadblocks. They want to ensure that Trump is held accountable for actions taken as a private citizen, not as president.
Trump has responded to the indictment with his typical defiance. He denies any wrongdoing. He calls the charges a politically motivated witch hunt. He accuses the Biden administration of targeting him. His goal, he claims, is to derail his 2024 campaign. Trump's legal team is preparing a multi-pronged defense. They will challenge the indictment on First Amendment grounds. They may allege prosecutorial misconduct. They will also attack the Justice Department's motivations. Expect a flurry of motions from Trump's lawyers. They will seek to dismiss the charges. They will also try to delay the trial. This legal battle could drag on for years. It may even reach the Supreme Court again. The indictment throws a wrench into the 2024 election. Trump remains a powerful force in the Republican Party. The charges could energize his base. They see this as further evidence of a deep state conspiracy. But the indictment could also backfire. Moderate and independent voters may be turned off. They may have concerns about Trump's fitness for office. A trial, if it happens before the election, could overshadow his campaign. He would be forced to defend himself in court instead of on the campaign trail. The stakes are incredibly high. This case could determine the future of American democracy. It could set a precedent for how far presidents can go in challenging election results.
The indictment has ignited a firestorm of controversy. News organizations are providing wall-to-wall coverage. The story dominates headlines and airwaves. This reflects the profound importance of the case. Public opinion is sharply divided. Republicans largely condemn the indictment. They see it as a partisan attack. Democrats, on the other hand, support holding Trump accountable. The case has further polarized the country. It deepens the existing divisions over Trump's legacy and the 2020 election. The trial, if it goes forward, will be a media spectacle. It will captivate the nation's attention. It will also fuel intense public debate. The outcome will have a lasting impact on American society.
The indictment sets in motion a series of legal proceedings. Trump will be arraigned in a federal court in Washington, D.C. He will formally hear the charges. He will then enter a plea. The judge will set a schedule for pre-trial motions and hearings. The prosecution and defense teams will engage in discovery. They will exchange evidence and witness lists. The judge will rule on key legal issues. This includes the admissibility of evidence and the scope of presidential immunity. If the case isn't dismissed or resolved through a plea deal, it will go to trial. A jury will then decide Trump's fate. The stakes couldn't be higher. The world will be watching.
The new indictment against Trump is a watershed moment. It represents the culmination of years of investigations and legal battles. The charges strike at the heart of American democracy. They raise fundamental questions about the rule of law and the peaceful transfer of power. This case will have far-reaching consequences. It will shape Trump's legacy. It will also impact the nation's understanding of presidential power and accountability. The outcome of the trial, if it occurs, will have major implications for the 2024 election and beyond. The future of American democracy may hang in the balance.